I want to start by just kind of thanking all of you for your contribution to like this moment. Like, we can't get here without a team. We can't get here without having, you know, people that I can teach, people that I can have wars with, people who they can teach me, right? And I know that some of you might think you're not maybe contributing because of maybe a skill disparity, or like, oh, you're an instructor or whatever, but like just showing up to class and giving me the opportunity to experiment with teaching and believing in the things that I say, trying them, letting me see, oh, let's not do it like that again. Let me tell them in a different way, because that didn't work. That like those contributions are invaluable. You know, teaching is intimidating, and so to have people that believed in me and listened to me really helped me bridge that gap from feeling kind of terrified to come in and teach to still a little bit, but like, I'm okay, all right? And then, you know, all the feedback, I don't take compliments well, so, you know, if you guys ever told me it was a good class and oh God, sorry, sir. I did appreciate those moments, and they did really help. And then, you know, to move kind of up to the peers, you know, these guys are both absolute killers. Just nice reminder to myself, like, okay, they're really good.
You don't get to rest.
No, I don't get to rest.
That's why I've aged so much.
Yeah.
These guys.
Oh my God, the number of times, it's too bad that Kevin isn't here, but the number of times I'm looking around for a white or a blue belt, and I accidentally lock eyes with Kevin, and he's like, hey, you want to do a round? I'm like, oh, I want to be a lazy piece of shit today, not get better. But, you know, he's kept me honest. Too bad I couldn't say that to him. But, yeah, and then obviously, you know, when I think about the mentors that I've had here with Rob and Rory, I'll start with Rory. You know, Rory's one of my closest friends. He's been there for me, both in life and in jiu-jitsu, and I really can't speak enough to that. I wouldn't be here wearing this right now if it wasn't for Rory. After my big long layoff, quite literally the reason I came back was I saw Rory got his black belt, and that I missed that day because I wasn't training. I wasn't here for that, and that kind of killed me. That I didn't like that, and it drove me to come back. And I think I came back with a vengeance and really tried to make up for lost time. So yeah, and then obviously we gotta give it to Rob, because you know I'm talking about all these people that have helped me get here, and we're all brought together by Rob, right? Like, Rob's dedicated his life to jiu-jitsu, and it shows. With what he's created here, just this incredible team. You know, I remember when I first heard from Corey that there was a jiu-jitsu black belt coming to town. I wasn't like, oh, I'll try it out. I was like, sign me up, done. But even then, I knew there was, you know, back then I understood there was a difference between somebody who could do and somebody who could teach. So, regardless of whether he was going to walk in the door drooling the first time, I was still going to sign up. But I walked in and he started talking, and I was like, okay, we got something here. I don't know what the hell he's doing in Nanaimo. But holy shit, our gain, his loss. That's incredible. Yeah. Actually, funny little note on that. When I came back after my big layoff, I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you before, but after a big layoff, I came back and, you know, you had a nice car. You know, Instagram's going up, people were saying your name, and it was cool. And I remember I was talking to my mom at the time, and I was like, oh, I saw this crazy stuff since I've been back. And my mom said to me, she went, you knew. Because I told her really, really early. I was like, I don't know what this guy's doing in Nanaimo, but thank God. Because, you know, he could go on and be successful anywhere. And, you know, for him to waste his time with us, pretty fucking incredible, honestly.
You gotta thank Mars.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, my mom should really be here for this.
Yeah. And then, you know, just over the years, me and Corey came in with rolling out yoga mats in the Nanaimo Athletic Club. Hilarious days. Yeah. And it was, you know, it was a bunch of meatheads from like other clubs, and Rob really had to rein it in. I remember one time, I was a young, quiet guy. I think you said to me that for the first month you thought I was a serial killer. Because I didn't say a single word, right? I'm just dead silent. I'm like, I'm just a nerd in a room getting beat up. Like, what am I gonna say? Thank you, sir. Sorry, sir. Right? And yeah, he really kind of brought the culture forth in the gym to bring back another funny little memory. Remember, I signed up for my first tournament. I asked Rob if it would be okay if I went and got beat up, because there was no way. I was like 4 months in. I was not good for 4 months either. I'd never done a sport in my life. And so I asked Rob, I'm like, is it cool if I sign up just to get beat up? I want to get the experience. And he's like, hell yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. And this again to the culture enforcement thing of, I remember going back and, I remember there was some guys teasing me about, gold medal Gary. And Rob just stepped in, I'm a young guy, quiet in the room, I'm getting beat up all the time, so I didn't feel like sticking up for myself. And Rob just steps in and goes, shut the fuck up. What have you done? And they never said a word to me again. No good.
They probably quit.
And now I can tell them to shut up. They're not here, so yeah. Yeah. Before Blue Belt, I'm sure. And then obviously, Corey, the reason I even knew somebody was coming to town, good friend from way back. We knew each other from high school. And just the amount of collaboration we've had. We were going on the same journey through the same time frame. Spent 80% of that time in Shin on Shin. Just nightmare, annoying. Go fuck yourself. But yeah, Corey's dedication to jiu-jitsu is incredible. I always know that if I'm thinking about some sort of technique or something, I can always throw it to him and be like, send me some clips. Because he knows who's good at it, who's doing it, what the coolest new thing, whatever is, and I can always just get. If you've ever been Aoki'd by me, which is, I'm a little notorious for it, literally when I started getting some success with it, without even prompting, Corey just started sending me a whole bunch of tape on it, and that really made a difference for me. So, like Corey said, I wouldn't have it any other way, but being here with him today, that's incredible. It would have been a much less significant day without him here today. I think that's it, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to have to do some photos. So we'll do photos with the two of you, photos with all the black belts, photos with everybody, and then we'll train. Does that work for y'all? Well, if not, too bad. All right, photo with me and these two guys.